Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going better than fantastic. And your journey to self-betterment is going better than fantastic as well. With that being said, today I want to talk about something very important. And it's a very important topic that isn't just for those in a one-on-one friendship or romantic relationship with a potential narcissist, but for those in society in general. Because as we've talked about in past videos, narcissists can be and are in every walk of life. Just like people that try to put their best foot forward are in every walk of life. And what that means is if a narcissist gets into a position of influencing a great many in society, they will likely use this position they have to covertly lead as many people as they can down the wrong way in life. And how they do this is almost the same as the narcissist in a one-on-one relationship would do such a thing. Again, this is why I think many narcissists like to push the narrative of the narcissist only being one way. Brash, loud, arrogant. Because this throws you off of the trail of the covert narcissist. And one thing the covert narcissist has mastered is how to love bomb you in such a way that it doesn't come across as obvious. It just feels like someone finally gets you. It's like someone finally cares about you. And if a great many in society are living through some tough times, and then here comes along a person or people that mimic this society, mirror those in this society, and make them feel like they are truly valued and they have their back, along with possibly promising a bunch of goodies and perks if you go along with their program. This is how the narcissist and narcissists operate. And sadly what happens even in a one-on-one relationship, or if you are talking about society, we try to give this person the benefit of the doubt when over time if their actions don't match up to their words. I liken this to gambling. The gambler will think if they just play one more hand that things will work out, even though deep down inside they know it won't. Yet they play that one more hand and another hand and another hand until their money is all gone anyways. You see, it's a terrible feeling to feel like you've been had, that you've been got. It's truly terrible. And instead of coming to terms with this, a great many will double down. We've done this in our own personal relationships with the narcissists we've been involved with. Maybe if we do this, maybe if we do that, they will come around and see the errors of their ways. And they will all of a sudden treat me like a human being. But as we know the narcissist, this doesn't happen. Oh yes. Once the narcissist feels like they are losing their grip on us, they will come back with a good con game to once again get us to think they are on our side. But just like clockwork, they time and time again show us they care nothing about us or our life. And this can be seen in society on a great many levels. You have a great many people making promises they clearly have no intentions on keeping, or so it seems that way. But people keep on doubling down, even though they are being warned and shown proof this person or these people don't care about you. And they've never cared about you. Nope. They double down and hope that this action of their loyalty to this person or people they don't even know will somehow change things and make things get better. Well, I have news for you. With the narcissist, things never get better. They only get worse. Even if the narcissist is talking in a forked tongue with their slick words of care and love, when their actions show something completely opposite. But again, this is why content talking about narcissism is so important. Just walking up to someone and talking to them about narcissism might have limited results. But if someone finds this information on their own, and they go down the rabbit hole of the truth on their own, and they are able to digest this information at their own pace, they might be able to finally see the truth for what it is. Not only in their one-on-one relationships and or family relationships, but on a world and societal level. How I started to really understand things is I asked myself, what if my mother had a better education, and what if she were rich? And she had a position in society to control others or influence others. What would happen if this were the case? And I will tell you what. I just shook my head. Because I know what kinds of manipulations and lies would be weaved if she was able to do so. And the twisting of society and how people view their own lives would be greatly affected if my mother had this kind of influence over a great amount of people. I then asked myself, what if my ex Susie had the same kind of power? And I came to the same conclusion as I did with my mother. Then I started to think about the narcissist bosses and employers I've worked for. And just with the small amount of power they had, I witnessed some really terrible and manipulative behavior from them. And again, the question is, what would happen and what would they do if they had even more power over even more people? Then I realized what I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Narcissists can be and are in every walk of life. Just like people like you and I are. People that are flawed but that are trying to put their best foot forward in the best way we know how. And if this is the case, then narcissists are likely in positions where they have authority over a great many people. And they have influence over a great many people. And then it all started to make sense. Just like we can see many of the traits of the narcissist we've dealt with in other people in our lives. I started to see them in those that are out there that might have a bit more control and influence over the masses. And the gears started to click. You see, the more people are able to properly digest this type of information, they might be able to identify the true problem in many areas of life. Again, this goes back to covert narcissists pointing the finger at the overt narcissist, which is another topic for another video. But believe it or not, though narcissists stick together, they will also turn on each other as well. And when you've seen a narcissist with another narcissist in a one-on-one relationship, it's usually a really manipulative covert narcissist, with a really overt narcissist with a lack of self-control. And they are able to use the overt narcissist's nature and lack of control against them. Much like they will attempt to use a great many things against us. This is why they use the overt narcissist as a scapegoat in society. Because it takes attention and focus off of the powerful and in control covert narcissists. Yes. We know about the overt narcissist over there. But what about the covert narcissists putting all of the focus on this overt narcissist? That's right. It's all a smokescreen to keep your eyes off of the control they are attempting to gain over your life. And this is what covert narcissists do. No matter if it's in a one-on-one romantic relationship, or in higher levels of society. They want to step by step remove all of your safeguards and boundaries if you have any. They will make you feel guilty for even attempting to have any boundaries. And then they will step by step gain 100% control over your life. Putting you in a situation where you are literally stuck and have nowhere to turn. And all of this is accomplished because we love the love bombing phase so much. You see, most life traps are designed to make you feel not only good but great about entering such a trap. Even if you are talking about animal traps. Those that set such traps make them seem just so good and wonderful to this animal in every way possible. And that's what the narcissist does to us. And we love it. And when it's done on a societal level, the masses by and large love it. And even if they have a thought of danger, they will ignore this thought of danger. Just because the feeling of love bombing is just too good. The amount of happy chemicals that are released in one's mind when being love bombed is a lot and can make a person throw reason and caution out of the window. We've all heard of people and what they will do to stay on substances they shouldn't be on. They will put their own life in danger just to get that feeling that they think is so great. Well, when people are being love bombed in one-on-one romantic relationships, or in society as a whole, they want to hang on to that high from being love bombed so much so They will step literally in situations that otherwise they would see as dangerous and not good. Simply put, we and most people out there love to be love-bombed. And it's so effective. Narcissists can control a person, a family, a workplace, or an entire society with this method. Whip people up into an emotional high. Promise the world. Make them think you are on their side. Then once you have them thoroughly hooked, disappoint them. Watch them spiral out of control and act irrationally. Then show back up with more love bombing and fake promises all over again. And rinse and repeat until you have complete and utter control over an individual, a family, a workplace, or even an entire society. But here's the thing. Though we love bombing, and even the most experienced out there in the world of narcissism and what narcissists are about can still fall for it. That said, if you are experienced in this field and can better take a step back, you can start to see this for what it is. And possibly avoid dealing with a potentially dangerous person. And how you got to this point was learning. You haven't just heard me say it. You've heard a great many others say the same thing in regards to narcissism. And then it clicks. You are able to take a step back. Yes. You are affected by love bombing. And yes, love bombing feels good. But you are finding yourself catching things a lot earlier and you are able to walk away from situations before any real damage can be done. The big question is, will society learn this important ability? And that's the ability to take a step back and understand and see the con for what it is. And the narcissists for who and what they are. Well, that's all I have for now. Please don't forget to subscribe if you find this content informative. Don't forget to like, share and comment. And if you would like to support even further, you can do so by the way of Patreon. There's a link in the low bar if you are so inclined. And for those that are already supporting, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my cartoon heart. I really appreciate it. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.